Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you guys doing alright. I know I am. Now, I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh. This is not funny. This is not a funny thing. But it's very strange. Very, very strange. So, about 3 years ago, this new adventure started, right? And I'm just a regular guy. To you people, I guess. But I guess I don't think the Lord looks at me as regular. Because if I keep on saying what's going to happen, and then it happens. So now we're back on Fuck Around and Find Out, Part 2. Pope Francis. Didn't I make that video a couple weeks ago? A couple of months ago. And I said, y'all niggas better get out that spiritual realm shit, opening portals, and my father's not fucking with you niggas. Remember I said that? And then, on Christmas, they said they was opening the 5 doors, the magical doors, right? And then I got attacked the fucking same night. And then what happened? I prayed to my daddy. And I said, everyone involved, especially the people I can't see. And I'm not saying it's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm one person. But, you know, when the Bible says, don't do things, or this is going to happen, I believe it. Now, according to the Bible, it said man is going to get the key to the bottomless pit. And when he opens it, demons are going to come out. And they're going to terrorize man. They can't touch you. Can't throw you up against the wall and all that goofy shit. They probably could, I don't know. But they can't take you out, though, it says. They're only there to make you do it yourself. So, as I listen to my father and, you know, watching all these different people and watching all these different things and learning and then comparing it to the book, I gave my warning and I said, yo, stay out of there. You know, but I think that was after the fact. I think it was after the fact, right? But a couple days, maybe a week after I made that video of stay out those, you know, there was a report of the Pope. He got sick in the hospital from double pneumonia or something like that. I said, oh shit, that's serious. And then it said that he's screaming at the top of his lungs, get the demons away from me. Get them away! Ah! And I said, wait up. Wait up. Are you going through what the Lord said? Because it said whenever Euphrates River dry up, the Most High's going to let that thing out, that angel thing, and he's going to let him out, and then he's supposed to let out things that's supposed to fuck with man. So, you know, when I put all these things together, and these stories have similarities, and the vicar, you know that's what the Pope is. He's the vicar of Christ, meaning that's the dude. You know? we're all supposed to look at him as like that dude, like the big G. Not the big G, but big bro, you know, little big bro. He's supposed to be like representing. So I found that strange when I learned that. I said, yeah, it would make sense that, you know, that's the whole point of him having disciples and teaching people and shit, and him being a man and knowing he's got to go bye-bye like the rest of us. Yeah, you would have a successor, and then that successor would have a successor, and, you know, I used to not even know what the Pope shit even was. I thought it was just, I'm the best priest in the world type shit, you know? I thought it was that. But then, you know, I started learning all those years ago. And then, you know, it's just real strange how they said he was like screaming in the hospital. The demons are surrounding him. And that a portal opened up at the end of his bed. So he says, you know what I mean? So allegedly. But he's definitely out of there though. I couldn't believe it. I'm watching a tickety-tock scary bullshit or something, whatever these people be putting together. And it got mentioned on there, and I said, no way, I gotta check this out. This is not even, there's no way one of the most important Christian men in the world have passed away, and everyone's not running around talking about this shit. There's no way, bro. I'm like, there's no way. When Puffy got in trouble, I sure did know about that. Me three. Like, you ever noticed that? Like, if you're hearing about this, oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Never mind. I gotta get something else. I'm completely lost. Just run it off. Oh, here, let me get the money. I'm lost. Dude, I love I get respect like that, nigga. Oh, I love being good to people, bro. It ain't good back. You know what I mean? I said, yeah, no. I need some, because when I said, nah, he gave me 3 Lucy's or whatever, but they were shorts. I don't do shorts, bro. Too broke for that. I gotta smoke half this shit and put it out, homie. Can't be having no shorts. And, that's my G in there, you know what I mean? Me and him always be talking and sharing Tupac stories and shit. Old stories about being in the hood. You know what I mean? When we was broke, he's in Afghanistan and some shit. I'm over here in Jersey. You know what I mean? So, I was like, no, never mind. I gotta get something else. He already knew what time it was. He put them shorts back. That nigga reached up, looked at his boss, and said, here, take the 100s. I said, oh, yeah, that's what I wanted. He knew what time it was. I was about to go right up the block. Like, listen, nigga, you said not the only Lucy store. Y'all better get that shit through your head. Ain't stop playing with me. Niggas better start playing with the God. Oh, God. I forgot where we was. But, what I do know is, it's real funny how every time I make a little video about somebody, that person months later gets in trouble, gets in trouble, or something major happens. This shit is getting out of control, my nigga. And it's not like I said anything was gonna happen to the nigga, you know what I mean? I thought that, you know, he is an older man, so it's like, you know, dying of, ammonia is not new, I guess. You know what I mean? Money can't save you, bro. I keep saying that in all these fucking videos. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. When my father says you had enough, you're done. It's time to come talk face to face. You're done. Ain't nothing gonna save you. That's why I keep telling my enemies, If y'all don't think the Lord is not cleaning shit up, what else? I don't know what else it is. You know what I mean? Y'all call it, y'all say what y'all think it is. What I think it is reality. No matter what's happening, I don't care who's doing what and what's what. All I know is reality's happening. Reality's realitying. Life is lifing. And that shit was just shocking. I was just like, yo, bro, I can't believe this. Like, yo, this spiritual shit is really getting out of hand now. Like, who do we blame? You know what I mean? Do we blame the demons of Satan? And if we do, well, that's not a good thing. You know what I mean? See, y'all look at it as it's just whatever, right? But me, I look at it as if he's the vicar, the main ass nigga of Christ, he's the next big in line. That means he follows the rules, right? So that means he should have holy protection from the angels, you know? Like, this shit got me all over the place right now. Like, I don't know how to feel. Because I'm like, it's like, sort of like the good team's losing. You know what I mean? Like, it's not good. It doesn't make me feel safe. You know? Because if the big dog, they got all those men, all that time, you know? Because they're like priests and shit. So they can pray all day, all night for him. You know what I mean? And then he has the power of prayer, you know? Like when men of the Lord get sick or anyone gets sick, this is why we ask each other to pray, because the shit matters. You know what I mean? And he's like one of the most famous people in the world, so I'm sure he had a couple million people praying for him. Like, if they even knew about it, I don't even know, because, you know what I mean? I'm not a worldly person, so maybe it was on the news or some shit. I don't watch the news in the morning. But older people, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I've been walking around all day, you know what I mean? You would think some older person would be talking, oh my God, I can't believe this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, and then there was that parade for Jesus on Sunday or some shit like that, right? Oh, that's what it was, Easter. I forgot. I don't pay attention to holidays. My father said they're not real. So, you know, I pay attention to what my daddy said. And my dad, you know, it's very strange that I forgot. What the fuck did I do Easter Sunday? I don't even know. I didn't do anything, really. I was just coming back off vacay. I was chilling. I was lamping. I was accepting my life and went through a lot of thinking during my vacation. I did absolutely nothing. Sat in the house and just recuperated. You know what I mean? From all the fucking years of work, well, the year of working. I ain't gonna say years of working, you know what I mean? But, you know, the long year of this, I haven't had my vacation yet. And, you know, I was thinking about going out, doing things, and I was like, yo, bro, I'm tired. Like, you're tired, my nigga. You sleeping, you're falling asleep, and you're lost in your mind. Everything's moving so fast. I was like, it's because you need to sleep. You know, you don't need to do nothing. You did everything you need to do. Now, you need to sleep and, like, earn what you've been battling. This is what you've been fighting for. Peace.
In the quiet of Christmas Eve, Pope Francis opened the holy door of St. Peter's Basilica, launching what he called a Jubilee of Hope. As the doors opened, the bells of the basilica began to peal.
Sorelle e fratelli, con l'apertura della Porta Santa abbiamo dato inizio a un nuovo giubileo. Ciascuno di noi può entrare nel mistero di questo annuncio di grazia. Questa è la notte in cui la porta della speranza si è spalancata sul mondo. Questa è la notte in cui Dio dice a ciascuno:
Well, I don't speak that language, so, got the subtitles, but I doubt you speak that language, so I don't want to have you sitting here looking goofy.
Have confirmed the 88-year-old...
What?
Reports from the Vatican have confirmed the 88-year-old Pope had a horrific night screaming at demons, trying to drag him to hell. The Pope has even stated...
What?
Reports from the Vatican have confirmed the 88-year-old Pope had a horrific night screaming at demons, trying to drag him to hell. The Pope has even stated a portal...
That leaves questions. One, where was Big Bro? How come Big Bro didn't say, you're the dude that sits in my place, so don't worry about that, I'll be right there, dog. I'm sending down, I'm sending down a couple of dudes, a couple angels, and they're gonna smite them in the name of the Lord because you served me all this time. 88 years of your life.
To hell has appeared at the end of his bed, and the demons are trying to drag him into it. It has gotten so bad, the Vatican officials at the hospital had to have the Pope sedated. The following is a news report on the demonic activity coming out of the hospital and the Vatican.
Wait up. He was going batshit crazy? That's really weird. You know what I mean? They had to sedate him. But it's not weird because I know if I seen a demon, if I seen some shit, if I seen an angel, just like the Bible says, I'd probably shit my pants and dive on the floor like, please don't hurt me. Ah. Like all the men of the Lord. So it's like this, getting scared of spiritual things isn't something, if I ever have my encounter, or maybe I have and just, didn't notice, I don't know. But I know that's something I pray for, to not see. See, you goofy ass niggas is like, Lord, I want to see an angel. And you never read the Bible. That's how I know you people never read the Bible. That's how I know you're fucking idiots, a lot of you. You fucking weak ass fucking pastor and shit. I seen an angel. And you didn't prostrate and shit in your pants. Well, then I don't know if you were looking at a fucking angel, buddy, because most angels, when, a lot of those angels look like bad things, like monsters, But he does say that angels take human form, earth angels, like Jesus. That's like basically what the representation of, I'm gonna send one of my angels down and he's gonna walk around and do work for me. And if you touch him, you touch my boy, there's gonna be nothing to pay. Except there's a famous line that always gets repeated after that. If you do this, there's gonna be hell to pay. I wonder who the fuck made that saying up. I wonder who can make people pay with hell. I wonder.
Just now, Pope Francis has spent all night screaming at demons who are trying to drag him to hell. The Vatican has confirmed. 88-year-old Francis remains in hospital battling kidney failure, brought on by double pneumonia. But this battle pales in comparison, posed by the beclawed, soul-eating demons from hell. A spokesperson.
All the money in the world, you're dying of ammonia and kidney failure? Because, like, the Vatican's the richest, like, one of the richest places in the world. Now, I don't want to make fun, because I'm not trying to make fun of nobody. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who love this guy. without even knowing why. I'm sure there's probably others that, you know, get paid for a living. And they're like, if we ever get a chance to knock your fucking head off, you know, so you will want to. My thing is, I'm just a regular guy. I'm just here observing, and a lot of this shit doesn't make sense to me, you know? It makes me feel like, wow, what am I gonna do? I sure hope I do whatever it is I need to do for the times to come, you know, because the Bible says a lot of crazy shit's supposed to happen before Big Dog comes back. So, maybe he was a good pope, you know, I don't know, because I read the Bible, and the good guys lose the battle, but not the war. You know how that's always saying? You're gonna lose this battle, but we're gonna win the war. We're gonna run the fight another day. You get it? Who do you think made that up? The Lord. Why? Because the Lord needs certain things to happen. And I know one of the most dopest reasons why he would do that. It's a double-edged answer. One, for the good people, test you, and you're gonna pay for the sins of your father. And then for the bad people, it's to test you. And, you know, he loves to let people think they're gonna win. And then he brings you down. That's how he does it. Well, he loves doing that. The Most High is the funniest dude in the world. He's the greatest when it comes to that joke. That joke is the greatest of his. I'll let you build up to where everything's in your man mind is perfect. There's no way I'm unstoppable. This plan is flawless. And then next thing you know, you're screaming in your fucking hospital bed talking about I'm about to get dragged to hell.
Cardinal confirmed that the pontiff had to be sedated last night after screaming, "Get these evil bastards off of me," as a portal to hell opened up at the end of his hospital bed, sparking fears the end is near.
Reports from the Vatican have
So, you know what's really crazy about that? Is ever since I've been getting into this reading thing, you know, that's all I keep hearing is these people in their fucking hokety-pokety shits and niggas be sending demons at niggas. And it does things like that. You know? They terrorize you and shit, drive your ass crazy and have you fucking, you know? And my readings, a lot of my readings came true, right? Not everything in all of them, because every reading I play is a community reading. You know? I like keeping it that way so my enemies can watch and be like, he knows. But then what about this? And then what about that? It keeps a little confused. Plus, I know each thing's for everyone on double-edged sword. Meaning, when it talks about the good things, it gives them a chance to hear other stories, other people's shenanigans, you know? And then when they hear the bad things, they get to fucking make a choice. Like, alright, he's not saying he's doing any no, he just says his Lord wakes his ass up at random times and he'll get up and YouTube. Well, first video, click yin yang symbol or something, a word or whatever, a picture, whatever it is that makes you go up, put that video on. My father. And then, you know, I kept catching everybody and telling everybody what you're going to do before you're going to do it. It's not like I'm a reader. I'm not. I'm a reader of people and life. Because my father said there's nothing new under the sun. If there's nothing new under the sun, that means everything's going to repeat. If everything's going to repeat, if I pay attention to what the fuck was, I know what the fuck is. 1 month ago, GMB TV, Noah Wolf channel. Welcome back, welcome back. What's happened in a month? I got reborn. I guess we're gonna start this first video of fuck around and find out. So, couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I don't know. The Most High made me see a reading, and I gave a little warning to people about going into the spiritual world and fucking around, and you're gonna find out. And I was like really late because, you know, people always fuck around and find out. So I'm watching something yesterday. Now I don't know if this is true. I'm gonna have to look it up again and verify it. Cause it was on some skit or, you know, sound of horns, some TikTok-y whatever. So, how the fuck is that news more than people? All my years, I watch news on and off, you know, bullshit, right? News is people. Other people pay attention to the news, then they tell the story to the people that halfway watch the news, and then those people walk around and talk about what the fuck is going on in the world. Everything that happens in this world now, no one talks about it on the street. It's pathetic, and anything can happen at any time, and half the fucking people in the world won't even know. If we get invaded, I wonder how long before everyone would be like, "You were getting invaded!" It's like, you people are fucking retarded. No one talks to each other about, you're supposed to fucking spread important events that happen on the earth, bro. Become a part of, like, society and fucking help other people find out things. Some people are busy, some people don't give a fuck until they find out. And then when they hear it, they be like, oh shit. And they start paying attention to the world. Like, oh shit, the world that I was living in and the world that is not the same thing, and I need to worry about what the fuck this person just said, because that shit is real. These things are happening. Towns are getting wiped out. Fucking threats of war. Kids are fucking pew-pewing all over the fucking place in school. Fucking all these crazy things are going on. And I think people need to sit the fuck down and start looking around and say, I need to protect myself, you know? I need to get right with the Lord. I need to get right with the Lord first, and then I need to actually I need to really think in my mind, if these people were gone, would I give a fuck? Would it affect me? And everyone you say that about, and it will affect you, now you know who's important in your life, and you need to protect them. Or at least spend as much time as you have with them, because you don't control life and death, and, you know, you might not see them tomorrow. So enjoy your time. Take it from somebody that's dolo. Supposedly, the Pope is like in this, like he's being haunted or something. And supposedly he's like sick or something, or I don't know what's going on. It just says real short clip about how he's seeing demons at the end of his bed, and he's scared, and Santa Hunch. So that's really crazy, because during Christmas, I remember watching something about them, and they said that they're going to go open some doorways that never been opened before. And you know what happened Christmas Eve? The day before they did that, I got hit in the head with the bat, and my blood touched the floor. And the Bible says, when his people's blood touched the floor, when it comes out, it screams to the heavens, Lord! So I don't even have to call for help. As soon as I'm hurt, automatically, bat signal goes right off. You know, that's what the Bible says. When Cain smashed Abel's head in, as soon as he got hit and dropped, it said the blood cried out into the ground to the Lord. And, you know, let the Lord know, this nigga's wowing. Come get this nigga. That's why when the Lord came down, he asked him a question. Instead of saying, you're fucking dead.
You know why he asked him a question? It's the same reason when he came down for Adam and Eve, he asked a dumbass nigga a question. What did you do? And just like his father, a pussy ass nigga, he got scared and said, am I my brother's keeper? I don't know where that nigga is. The fuck do you mean you don't know where your brother is? You think I don't know? Hey, Jake! Oh, you motherfucker. See, a lot of people don't understand the Lord has a sense of humor, and the Lord is just like a man. Oh yeah, I forgot, he's the first fucking man. So, what do parents do when they say, didn't I tell you to do something? Right? They say, go do this. And then when you don't, they ask you a question. And then you lie and say, yeah, I did it. And they say, yeah, come on. Right? Don't parents always do that? They always want to see you fucking lie to their face, even though they know the truth. That's why they whoop your ass like that. That's why they get mad at you. It's not that you fucked up the thing. It's not the mistake. It's that you were too fucking stupid to think I already know and you're gonna lie to me. It's bad enough you already did what you did. Now you're gonna sin. You're gonna lie about it. Thus proving you don't follow the Lord. And that's why the Lord said, he's your fucking master now. Now go down there with him. You're all going through the gauntlet. Have fun in the arena.
Have fun with each other.
And they literally said we're gonna open a portal.
Yeah. So back to that. Christmas Eve, I get my shit split open. Christmas Day, this guy's opening portals. And 1 month later,
Are you happy you opened it now?
No.
So, a
I don't
warning
think so.
to whoever, because I don't know who I'm warning. I just say,
I'm sure most of you people are subscribed their enemies now. Yeah? I'm not beat. You don't say as much as I have, and shit starts happening without people being like, this nigger's doing something. No, I'm not. I'm nobody. I'm just a voice for the Lord. I'm on nobody's side. I'm not sent to do anything. I'm sent to say stop. Or he's gonna do this. Stop or else. You know, like when Moses said, stop. Let them go. Or else. And then everybody goes, who the fuck do you think you are? You're one man. And you say, well, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not doing nothing. I'll be over there in the hut, and when you niggas start crying out and saying, what the fuck is going on? I'm gonna tell you, I already told you what was going on. Now get on your fucking knees, prostrate, and pray for my daddy, cause talking to me ain't doing nothing. Asking me to call your daddy. It doesn't work like that. It works like Cain and Abel. Crack, desperation, bulldog off the leash.
things my father wants me to say. You know, I hear things and then I say things from the knowledge that I know that my father showed me. And I think he's getting sick and tired of things like that. And if this is true, that's not good for him. Like, you know, I don't know what that means for, you know, the world.
It means the game's changing, and I've been saying it for a while, like there's a lot of readers and a lot of everything. I ain't gonna just target anybody, but spiritualists. People that work for spiritualists and do the bullshits. My father's not happy with that. He's not happy with it. See, I understood it for a while. as I learn and more of the dark, the shadow motherfuckers, and I'm listening to them, and then they're revealing exactly what I thought about the Sith. And they're like, listen, yo, this shit is not for bad people. Dark magic and shit. You're supposed to be doing this shit to bad people. And I said, oh, that would make sense. Because my father said, you know, good people gotta get it from the bad people. So why wouldn't the Lord say, call me and I'm gonna, you know? So the good guys, the Jedi, the people, us, the Lord, of the Lord, we don't get to play hocus pocus like everyone else in the nations, you know? Like the Lord said, everyone has their own God, and you worship what you worship as long as you worship my Father over that. And it made sense to why my Father doesn't destroy everybody, you know? It's because there are people following the rules. And then I realized, these tricks, these things, and now that, like, everything, shit rolls downhill. Meaning, there are people on low levels doing high level things and barely know what they're doing, disturbing the force everywhere. These things that people are doing are directly disrupting these people's futures, thus changing destiny. Thus, you think you're the Lord and you're going to take free will because he has a mission for every single person, even if it's just to be a fucking whatever. And when you stop the will of the Lord, which you can't, you only can delay shit, it means you're gonna get it. That's it. I think we're at the point of where the Lord is going to remove a lot of bad people. Because they think they're fucking immortal, or they think they I don't know. You know? Maybe some of the, I hear all this spooky shit, so, you know. But I know the game. There's ranks to everything. Your boss got a boss, they got a boss. The bosses under the bosses, you niggas is not covered. They might got contracts and they might not be able to get right now, but you niggas can get right now. And like I said, in the long run, I already said it to myself. I said, yo, bro, it's just like an organization of, like how, like, the governments be doing criminals and shit. They can't take out the big fish, you know what I mean? Because there's always another nigga to replace the main dude. It doesn't matter, shit's gonna keep going. That's why they get the little niggas and the niggas in the middle. And they say the best I could do is slow shit up. I could stop this shit for a little while, you know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be another fucking, I'm too desperate and I don't wanna do what I gotta do. So, you know, and I think, you know, that's what the Lord does. When shit gets too crazy, he's like, alright, you wanna take free will, and you're taking the free will of my children, which it says if you take whatever you do to his children, right? And anyone that's a believer of him because they're adopted now, that would mean you do things directly to the Lord. So you're taking the Lord's free will. Or you're trying to stop it, break it, shatter the Lord's love. Some people are made with his love. Some people are made with his wrath and his love. Some people are made to be all these different sides of the Lord. And you people be like, nah. I don't like that. Not in my house. And the Lord's tired of that. The bullying, the fucking goofy shit on all levels. Hollywood smashed. The rap industry smashed. You know, everything that is all connecting to morality is getting fucking uppercutted from the Lord right now. Why? Because shit needs to slow down.
Because if he opened the portal, well, how many things came through? Oh yeah, that reminds me of a prophecy my father said was going to happen. He said, when the Euphrates River dries up, he's going to let out that fallen angel that's down there, and he's going to give the key.
And last year, or the year, within the last 5 years, the Euphrates River has been dried up for a while. And then he calls this, so, you know, I'm like,
Be the man and like a fucking idiot, they're gonna open up a fucking abyss to hell, and a whole bunch of demons gonna come out. And the demon's not allowed to kill people though, so feel good. It's not gonna be like the movies where they're slamming you against the wall like The Exorcist. Nah, it's a little worse. They're allowed to fuck with your mind. I'd rather be punched in the face a couple times, you know, and it not be allowed to kill me, you know, than have to have it Charles Xavier my brain. I think that's what the Lord said. You better get right with me in the last days, because whoever's not with me is not going to have my mark in their forehead in their right hand. And when those things come out, they're going to fuck with you. So you better know truth.
Is it just me, or is everyone getting violent? Is there not violence on the rise? I don't care about what the news, YouTube, none of that shit says, right? What do you see in your life? See, this is what this channel's about. I don't give a fuck about what these videos say. I don't care about none of that. Only the things that can be verified and proven to be true. Everything else I say, if it can't be verified or proven to be true, it's just to think until people can prove it. But what do you see in life? Have you been betrayed in the last 3 years or more? Last 2 years, have you been attacked? Do you know somebody that's been attacked? Has multiple events have happened around you? You know, not just watching the news. No, it ain't gonna happen to you, but around you. See, me, for the last 3 years of my life since I moved here, I've been seeing just a new story where I can catalog in and say, yeah, we gotta tell this one on, oh yeah, we made a channel, GMB TV. Man wants to be in a strip club so bad, gets told no, knifes a guy, doesn't run away, stays there, waits for the police to come, then charges the police, and then bye-bye. You wanna see these regular ass women that bad? What kind of bad day you're having? Where you gotta poke a man up and say, nah, you can't breathe no more because I want to get in there. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck was behind that story? Who? God only knows. I've seen so many crazy things and then listened. You know, we watched these things together. And it's just over and over. That's why I'm glad that when I started my channel, my third video or fourth video was choose a side, and it was a warning with the Batman shit, and some news reports of how in 2025 people have to learn to protect their own properties because the law is changing and all these different things, and you know, and I said, you know, I believes if the law changes, I believes, yeah, these things can get a little crazy in the world. And I remember I was very upset about that video because I was like, I got the Batman shit in there, and I was like, yo, people ain't gonna understand. They're gonna think you're a goofy ass nigga. Because you use cartoon and shit, niggas ain't gonna take you as serious. Until, you know, I forgot, till shit happens, and then I'd say it on videos, and then they go watch the shit, and they'll see me say, yo, choose a fucking side, yo. It's about to go down. In a lot of different ways. Like, men were threatening gangsters, talking about, yo, bro, if we catch y'all, it's over. Too many little girls is getting hit, too many grandmas, like, y'all on demon time, and we don't give a fuck about none of that no more. We ain't trying to have, and I say, yo, bro, that's when I was playing the Batman shit, trying to show the lesson of, you know, all of us ain't supposed to be on that time, you know? These are good men that are willing to, and I'm like, nah, bro, there's always another way. And for people to, you know, do the other way. But the fuck do I know?
You know? Like, lot of people are having problems with drugs. And they're hallucinating things. And what do they do when they hallucinate things? They go fucking crazy. We'll look up some stories about how people did some drugs, hallucinated that somebody was a zombie, or a vampire, or an alien, or a demon, and then they took them out because they were so scared.
I wonder why as soon as I found out most of these niggas is drug addicts in my building, I said, I gotta stay away from them, and if niggas hulk up on you, you have to wolf up. Even though you don't want to, nigga, you're in a jungle, and if these niggas don't have no fear of you, and these niggas think you're a pushover, they're gonna try to knock your fucking brains out. Oh yeah. I forgot. For 3 years it was good, and then my Lord said, nah, don't worry. We're gonna let something happen, but then we're gonna show them, look, say the Lord's not with them now, and your enemies are gone, they're gone. They're all gonna, you're gonna sit back, you're gonna do what I told your ass to do, and you're gonna watch me be real now. You thought I was fucking with you before, watch what I do to all these people every day since this has happened. All I do is walk around and see niggas on crutches, niggas is sick, niggas is dying, niggas is getting locked up. Everyone involved. Everyone that had something, it's all going down. And I'm just like, yo, I can't wait till this shit. I can't wait. I don't give a fuck. Can't wait to see, because my father lets me know all the time. It's the beginning. He's only ramping up on you niggas. He's never gonna stop for some of yous. You should have left me the fuck alone.
Oh yeah, I forgot. What's Joker's greatest trick to defeat Superman and make him have one bad day? Turn him into the greatest supervillain of all time. You know what he did? He used magic on him and made him see Lois Lane like his greatest rival. And then Superman pummeled her to death while she was pregnant. How do you think that made Superman feel?
I don't think he was too happy.
You know what it made him feel? It made him feel like, I'm not Batman, and I ain't never make no rule not to kill you niggas. I just don't do it because I'm like the son of God. I want to be Jesus Christ with magic powers. Except I don't know what it's like to be a man and lose things. That's why Bruce Wayne beat that nigga ass. That's the whole point of the fucking Batman vs. Superman movie. He beat his ass and let him know a mere mortal did this to you. God, boy. And you don't know what it's like to be a man and lose. That's why he developed his plan to take him out. Because he knew all it takes is for him to have one bad day and this phony, pussy ass, invulnerable ass nigga that never took a fucking L in his life will turn evil.
Got the S on the chest.
How did Anakin go evil? Oh, the Sith Lord used his own vision of seeing his wife dying and used it against him, and it's like, I could teach you how to save confirmation. I could teach you to save your loved one. It's always through your love is why niggas turn evil. Good motherfuckers.
Why did Cain kill Abel? Because he loved the Lord, and he loved the Lord's blessings, and he wasn't gonna get it, so it drove him to hatred, to jealousy. He loves what the Lord does so much that he said, fuck, man, I fucked up. And this bitch ass nigga man, I hate this nigga, man. Nigga always being good. Fucking goody two shoes ass bitch ass nigga. Ain't that what happened in real life? You're a goody two shoes kiss ass, you're a bad person. Cause you want to do good shit and get the rewards of actually doing shit the right way. You're a pussy ass, stupid fucking person, and you shouldn't be so good. Isn't that what they've done to you and all the children? Isn't that what we get shown our whole lives? They fucking rip us away from being good from the time your ass hit school. Niggas is pulling your ass away from the Lord, calling you a pussy hole for you want to better your life. You corny. Women don't like you. You corny. You want to talk proper and shit. You ain't acting like a cave beast. You ain't not saying, dog. You ain't acting like that? Aw, you corny.
Wanting the Lord to be like, we're good, so our people never die. No. Everyone dies. Everyone got a due date, baby.
Everyone.
You know? And I know, it hurts. But
it's life.
You ain't the first and you won't be the last, so, you know, that's the reason why you shouldn't be feeling so mad about it. Now, I've given a lot of warnings on my other channel. I suggest y'all go check out, that, you know, over 2,000 videos of all types of good stuff. You know, talking about women, men, good, bad, evil, my own good, bad, and evil. So, you know, we don't leave nobody out. Everybody gets it, even me. And looking back at some of my older videos, you know, I'm starting to see a lot of these predictions come true. They're not even predictions, they're just, it's in the Bible. The Lord said he's going to do this at a certain time, and that's it.
And that's it.
And that's it. And he said, pay attention to your world so you can figure out when I'm doing things. That's it. You want to know if I'm real? Look at what I said's going to happen, and then when it happens, you can say, oh, the Lord didn't lie to me. One more before I go, which has already happened.
What?
The Lord said everybody in every nation, all their people, gonna wake up one day and say, our forefathers lied to us about everything. If we're not in the time of that, I don't know what is. Like, really. Everyone questions everything. And everyone's finding out majority of history is told in a way, but it's not told all the way, you know? So, that's what makes me see through a lot of things, because if the Lord said that's going to happen, then why would I trust the majority of fucking people? You know? You're liars. My father already said you would have to do it just to survive in the world you're in. Duh. War, love.
And that's why I don't have hatred. That's why no matter who the fuck tries to do me dirty and all that, all I do is cop it out to that. I'm like, alright, you're one of the people the Lord was talking about. And there's so many. There's so many.
All praise to the Most High. Fuck around and find out. Episode 1.
All love and all praise to the Most High.
Barack gave us hope, but ain't shit changed. Niggas got shot down on TV and remain to get change. Worse record than a shit stain. 500 years, we ain't even got chip chains. Mentally enslaved, my niggas whip brain. Whiplash for your bitch ass. Fuck you and your chip brains. When you shrimps strain this chimp crane, go Karate Kid. I'll put your chick on the block. I got a pimp's brain. I have your holy daughter out there selling holy water. Niggas think you gorilla, but you got a chimp brain. Deep in your flesh, you beat in your chest. I'm the reverse Jesus Christ. How you gonna beat the speaker of death? Pressure to your spine, make you weaker in steps. But pressure to your mind, always make you weak in your flesh. If I don't get my cut, y'all niggas is foreskins. Extra meat getting taken off the top of you dickheads. I don't need to spit lead. I'm a grown man gon' Conan. This ranger got enough power to rip Zed. Too many niggas throwing up the pyramid. We call them the brickheads. But if I hit you with this psychokinetic power, nigga, I could chip lead. I pack in size. I'm Magneto. Your bitch ain't hypnotized, she's magnetized. I'm like a referee. You can see the bars, so I flag you guys. You niggas only mad at guys cause you don't pack that heat. The magnum size. Like Jim Carrey, it fits like a glove. I'm past you guys. I remove her soul from her body. Have her saying Jesus Christ like time the passion flies.
God damn.
And nigga, I don't overshadow you. I fully eclipse. I'll mask you guys. Damn. Forget Snoop. I learned doggy style off Anubis. You doggies wild as a Judas. It's gonna take more than 30 pieces of silver to take out the wolf guard. Your style is a student. This Popeye got high off that green. Your style is a Brutus. I want Joe to see this new edition. My style is the newest. Shout out to Buttons. I want Joe to see his style has influenced a generation of rappers to pay attention to the styles that they choosing.